This video is sponsored by the Future Kitchen Project. Climate change is adversely impacting our global food system. It has intensified the pressure on our natural resources. The freshwater levels are decreasing, the soil is depleting because of deforestation, and it is affecting our biodiversity as well. If we take out climate change out of the equation, our existing food system has many limitations. According to the FAO, around 800 million people don't have access to nutritious food. One-third of the food we produce is wasted globally. Our food has an excess of fat, sugar, and salt, which eventually leads to increased heart diseases. Globally, we are producing more than 3 times the quantity of meat that we were producing 50 years ago. The meat production has led to a substantial increase in greenhouse gas emissions, which cause global warming and therefore climate change. By the year 2050, the global population is expected to reach 9.7 billion. And if we continue to produce, process, distribute, and consume the food in the same way that we do right now, then this is going to cause a lot of issues. More number of people, especially in the low-income countries, are going to suffer from hunger. More food will be wasted, and the climate change will keep aggravating the ongoing issues. Therefore, there's a dire need to transform our existing food system. Not only we need to mitigate the impacts of the current food production practices, but we also need to adopt new and innovative ways to process and produce our food. Now, there are many organizations, startups, and individuals out there who are actively working, who are actively innovating new ways, new processes to develop the food. But in this video, I specifically want to talk about the Future Kitchen Project. The Future Kitchen Project is a video series funded by EIT Food, an independent EU body. This video series has been launched on a digital platform named Food Unfolded. Now at this point, you might be thinking that what is this video series all about and why should I care? Well, the goal of this video series is to inspire and encourage the food system connection, to increase the consumer trust and to build the interest in careers related to food and sustainability. Their primary goal is to engage the viewers and especially the young audience like you in a conversation. There are many videos that you can find in this video series, but the one particular video that caught my eye was the video on rapeseed protein. Rapeseed, which is also known as canola, is mostly known as the source of oil and animal feed as well. But did you know that rapeseed can also be used as a source of protein? After harvesting, rapeseed is pressed to extract the oil, which is used in our homes and food industries. Rapeseed contains about 20% of high-quality protein, and the process of extraction of this protein is carried out in several steps. These steps include extraction, mechanical separation, filtration, and then finally, drying. A Poland-based company named Nepiferin uses biocircular technology to recycle the material left over after pressing oil from rapeseed. The rapeseed cake is transformed into 2 types of powders. One of the powder contains protein and the other contains fiber. This makes it accessible not only as an animal feed but also as a component of our human diets. The important point over here is that rapeseed can be used as a sustainable plant-based source of protein. And not only that, but it has the added advantages or benefits of having no taste or smell, therefore making it a practical ingredient for different food products such as protein bars, bread, mayonnaise, or meat and egg substitutes. I believe that the food science and technology students, research scholars, and academicians can take inspiration from this example of rapeseed protein. See, the purpose of this video is to not just talk about rapeseed protein and sustainable protein and all that stuff. I mean, obviously I wanted to inform you about the innovation on rapeseed protein, but what I encourage you to do is to have a conversation. Have a conversation with your friends, with your batchmates, with your colleagues, with your family about the way we are consuming food, about the way we are producing our food. Transforming the global food system is a huge challenge, and I think that we need to have conversations. We need to ask questions like, where is my food coming from? Is the food that I'm consuming healthy for me and my family? Is the food that I'm processing, producing, and distributing has an impact on the environment? I'm hopeful that these kind of questions will lead to concrete actions, and together we will transform the global food system. I would like to thank our sponsors, the Future Kitchen Project, funded by EIT Food. Sponsors like the Future Kitchen Project make it possible for us to sustain this channel. Once again, the links to our recent blog on this specific topic, the video that I was talking about, the video on Rich Eat Protein, Future Kitchen Project, and the Food Unfolded platform, all the links have been mentioned down in the description. I would encourage you, I would recommend that please go to these links and inform yourself about the innovations that have been going around in the domain of food and sustainability. If you have any kind of doubts, questions, queries, criticism, feedback, make sure you comment down below. Make sure you have subscribed to the channel if you have not already, and hit the bell icon as well so that you don't miss the new videos when they come out. Like this video and share this video as maximum as possible so that it can also help our channel to grow. I'll see you next time. Class dismissed.